Unit Unit 6, 6A.1. Morning, Brenda. Oh, morning, Alan. You look terrible. What's wrong? I couldn't sleep last night. Couldn't stop coughing. Got a cold? Yeah, I guess so. Probably caught it from someone on the train. Taking anything for it? Well, I've got some cough sweets, but I can't seem to get rid of it. You'd better stay away from me. Not feeling too good myself, actually. Oh, really? Yeah, something wrong with my stomach. I haven't been able to keep my food down. Sick all night, I was. Excuse me. Have you been to the doctors? No, not yet. Will do I will do if it carries on like this, though. Any idea what caused it? I think it might have been some seafood I had in a restaurant on Monday. Alright, yeah. Have to be a bit careful with seafood, don't you? Guess so. Six A.2. No, sorry. um, 6B.2. It must be really awful for those people having to leave their homes like that, and they can only take what they can carry. I can hardly imagine what it must be like. Yeah, I know. Yeah, poor things. And then those camps they go to, the refuge camps, they can't be very nice places. I mean, they must get really filthy with so many people and not proper drainage and whatever. Well, yes, that's why there are always outbreaks of disease. They're all living on top of one another. Viruses must spread like wildfire. And then, of course, there's the weather. Imagine living in one of those places when it's cold and wet. It must be totally miserable. Yeah, right. And what do they do about cooking and that? You know, I mean, what do they do for food? Well, I suppose they might have communal kitchens or something. I don't know how organized these camps are. Some of these ones you see on telly look quite organized, but others are complete chaos. I suppose it depends if the aid agencies can reach the place. And some of them don't even have clean water. Imagine that having to drink dirty water, and it's going to make you sick, but you've got no choice. That must be terrible. Yeah, it can be very healthy. It can't be very healthy. That's why I give money to Medicine Sans Frontiers, the health charity, cause you always see them working in these places, trying to make things a bit better. Do you? Yeah, that's a good idea. 6C.1. All kinds of bread are produced by baking flour and water. The flour is often made of ground wheat, but it can also be made from other cereals. Bread often contains yeast, which makes the bread rise when it is baked. However, there are also many kinds of bread which do not contain yeast and remain flat. For example, pita bread from the Middle East or tortilla from Mexico. Herbs are plants which are used in cooking to add flavor to meals, as well as for medicinal purposes. Cooking herbs are the green, leafy parts of plants. Spices are similar to herbs in that they are both used to flavor food, but spices come from other parts of plants, such as seeds, berries, bark, roots, or fruit. Both herb and spice plants are often small, but they may be larger plants too, including trees. In cooking, they are used in relatively small amounts compared to the vegetable or meat in the dish, for flavor rather than substance. Peas are actually the seeds of a plant. They may be eaten fresh and green, or they may be frozen and dried. Peas grow in a pot. Each pod contains several peas. In some cases, the pod is quite soft and is eaten too. In other cases, the pod is quite hard, so the peas are removed and the pod is thrown away. White sugar looks a little like salt, very small white crystals. A lot of sugar is made from the juice of a plant called sugar cane, which is dried into crystals. However, sugar is also commercially produced from a root called sugar beet. Sugar cane is normally grown in tropical countries, while sugar beet may be grown in colder climates. Broccoli and cauliflower are both part of the same family, which also includes cabbage and Brussels sprouts. Broccoli and cauliflower are similar in that they are both flowers, whereas cabbage and sprouts are leaves. Broccoli and cauliflower are both excellent sources of vitamin C. In fact, broccoli contains twice as much vitamin C as an orange. It also contains almost as much calcium as milk. Cauliflower also contains calcium. The word broccoli comes from the Italian word gourd, meaning shoots or small stalks. The word cauliflower comes from caul, another word for cabbage and flour. Says D.1. Well, this reading is it is not a reading, but it is a song. But I'm going to read. Well, says D.1. Dear ancestor, just to say we're okay. We'll live to see another day. I sometimes think the world's a mess. No, I sometimes think the world's a mess. You must have felt the same, I guess, but life 1,000 years ago, it could have been better for all I know. Things must have been so different then. Not like now, in 2010. Things always seem to end and worse, despite our science and all our laws. You can have gone to school. I know you won't have had the chance to go. You can have known the world is round, with other oceans not yet found. You may have thought the world was flat, or perhaps you never thought of that. Obviously, you won't read this, but maybe ignorance is bliss. So many things you didn't know back then 1,000 years ago. You must have been poor, most folks were. You can't have had much soup to stir. You might have been a peasant's wife. It can have been an easy life. Best wishes to you anyway. And thank you for the D&I, love from down to the family tree. Your loving descendant, little old me, will something of me, you supposed. When I'm so 1,000-year-old bones,